This is TV6 News at 5.
Right now at 5, beating the heat. A live look over downtown where most people are avoiding staying out in the sun, but a few are embracing it. Plus firework frustration, dozens in Davenport calling the police over them as first responders remind you just how dangerous they can be. And protecting your pets, the flood of 19 impacting our furry friends, and experts now have a recommendation to make sure they stay safe. Weather tops your news at 5. It is hot. Check out those temperatures, and that doesn't even include the heat index. It certainly feels hotter out there tonight. A heat advisory is in effect for much of the TV6 viewing area for a few more hours. Good evening, I'm Chris Carter. Jen is going to join us in just a few minutes. All of this heat and humidity means summer is here, and with it, we are seeing some storms. We have team coverage of this heat wave. TV6's Monse Cosa looking at how people are battling these temperatures. But we want to start with Teresa Bryant, your first alert forecast, and some of those storms popping up now. Monse, thank you. And TV6 is your weather authority. Be sure to download our app as we track these storms that Teresa just told you about. We will send push alerts to your phone with the latest information. You can also get the forecast for your neighborhood. We turn now to a community in mourning. A visitation is underway for fallen Fulton County Sheriff's Deputy Troy Chisholm. The young father and husband is being remembered at this hour. 39-year-old Chisholm was shot and killed Tuesday in rural Fulton County, responding to a battery and disturbance call. It happened around 2 o'clock in the 5200 block of East Troy Road in rural Avon, Illinois. Today's visitation goes until 8 p.m. The funeral will also be at the high school on Monday morning at 11. They both are being held at Cuba High School. Now to farmer frustrations. A recent crop survey released by the United States Department of Agriculture shows more corn has been planted this year than in 2018. But some Iowa farmers say that information is not reliable at this point. Brian Tabak has the story, new at 5 News. The USDA is doing a new survey this month to get a better idea of just how much corn has actually been planted. New tonight, Illinois State Police are cracking down on violators of Scott's Law. According to the agency, 7 people were ticketed in Rock Island County in the month of June for not moving over for a stopped emergency vehicle. In 2019 alone, more than 20 Illinois State Police squad cars had been in crashes. 2 state troopers were killed. And the second annual Rods on the River Car Show was held in Port Byron today, with all proceeds benefiting their local fire department. Car lovers came from neighboring towns to enjoy the summer weather, check out the cool rides, and support a volunteer-based fire station. The fire chief from Princeton, Iowa was there, excited to show off her car, but also to remind everyone why it's so important to support your first responders.
They're all different towns.
Princeton, Iowa will also have a car show this month. Their 8th annual car show will be on July 20th, and it's also for their local fire station, with all proceeds going towards their volunteers. Keyless car danger still to come at 5. A new concern after 4 deaths have been linked to the new way to start your car. And right after the break, the dangers of fireworks, a warning from fire officials as we approach the 4th of July holiday. Neighborhood nuisance. People all across Davenport are calling police over the use of fireworks. The Davenport Police Department says it responded to 38 fireworks complaints yesterday. Officers were unable to locate most of the offenders, but in a couple of cases, officers did speak with them. It is currently illegal to be setting off fireworks in Davenport city limits. Only legal to light off fireworks on July 3rd and 4th from 2 to 11 p.m. The first offense for lighting off fireworks outside of legal hours is a $250 fine plus court costs. A second violation is a $400 fine plus court costs. And with the 4th of July just days away, first responders are stressing the importance of just how dangerous fireworks can be. Some of the most powerful fireworks can cause burns, amputations, eyesight injuries, and even death. And don't let your guard down with some of the smaller explosives. They are just as dangerous. Now, fire officials say they see a large increase in the number of burn calls around the 4th of July. They encourage everyone to stay at a distance when lighting off fireworks and basically recommend that you leave all of it up to the professionals. New at 5, Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker has created a task force to study the rights of transgender students. They'll study what schools are doing to promote LGBTQ rights to make sure students have, quote, welcoming and inclusive environments. The task force will be made up of 25 people appointed by the governor. The report is due in January of 2020. All right, it's time to talk about your first alert forecast. Teresa Bryant over at the Weather Wall now. And Teresa, you got some storms popping up.
Fireworks on tap for the 4th of July.
Car concerns still to come at 5. New dangers about keyless cars after 4 deaths are blamed on the keyless system. And pet protection right after the break, why the flood of 19 means that it is even more important than ever to get your pet microchipped. A warning for dog owners. The Iowa Department of Ag and Land Stewardship says it has confirmed 3 new cases of canine brucellosis. The cases have been linked to a small breeding facility in Marion County. Signs of the disease in a dog include infertility, spontaneous abortions, and stillbirths. Symptoms for humans include fever, sweats, headaches, joint pain, and weakness. The departments say the threat to most pet owners, though, is very low.